Have you ever had the situation? You dream of moving to another country, living where you want, with who you want, but your salary is such that it's not enough even for a ticket, let alone for a decent living in the country. I have. I'm Julia Lau Wonder, and today I'll share the experience and what helped me to get closer to my dream. Ever since my university days, I had dreamed of moving to Europe. At the time, the Czech Republic seemed to me, affordable option. I had to work and save up for it. But I'm such a person, if work is not still appreciated, I do not want to spend time on it, and I'm looking for options easier, but not less interesting, with good and very good salary. That's why I didn't go to work in the clinic. Sorry. Right after graduation, I worked as a hostess in the best restaurant in my city and tried to apply for job castings in Moscow, like blog host or assistant in a big company. But for this, I lacked support, work experience, and knowledge of English. By the way, share in the comments what would you do if you were me, a model with a medical degree and hostess experience. Anyway, one night Instagram offered me a job online, thanks to targeting ads. It said work as a presenter from home and a free subject in English. It sounded like a dream job for me, if I can call it like a job. I always wanted to communicate with native speakers and overcome this language barrier. And the money was like extra motivation for me. I think I don't need to mention the free schedule, because obviously you're working from home. Since I didn't have a friend who would do that, streaming, and didn't trust my mentor to the end, I started looking for information in the internet, obviously, about this kind of work, just to make sure that it's not such a webcam because I'm too good for it, At the beginning of October 2020, I took a risk and I signed up like an official broadcaster. And I call it like a risk because I was still insecure about this kind of things. I remember it as I do now. I prepared, I texted presentation about me, and I was streaming and reading it from my laptop basically. I'll tell you that there were doubts and more, plus condemnation from relatives and barbed phrases like another diploma down the drain. I had never watched streams before and never recorded them myself, so everything was new and strange to me. In the beginning, I tried to think of something useful content, like cooking, face building. Also, I was sharing information from medical school. I thought I would turn the whole world over with my usefulness. I sat for days, looked at the other girl and didn't understand how do they do that? How they are making all these millions? Not yet knowing that the streams are not always showcase of relationships between people. There is a lot that goes on outside of the app. The first stream which turned my idea of value of streams was the day when I shared my worries and emotions with audience and got a big support back. That time 1000 was wow for me. By trial and error, I developed a formula of achieving my goals, which I use to this day. Communication was and still an important aspect, so it's important to develop the skill, understand psychology, and constantly improve your English. You can start from A1. I started that way and I learned the language directly on the streams, and sometimes I was very dumb. The main thing is not give up and continue with the same spirit. And after a while, your cool friends from different countries will notice that your English is getting better. The rest of the important points that helped me to grow as a successful presenter, you will learn in my guide, which I prepared for you. The link can be found in the description. And in the first months with those stats, I made $600, and that was wow to me. I earned that much in a restaurant, standing in heels for 12 hours, and here at home in a pleasant company. Not to mention that in a clinic, I would definitely not have earned so much in the first months. Every month, my results have only gotten better. Now I constantly getting around $4,000, maximum was $8,500. But I know I can make more, and I constantly working on how to improve my content and how to earn extra outside of the app as well. Thanks to streaming, I can afford to travel, work, and study online. So I took a risk and left recruitment. Didn't go into the profession. I was judged by my loved ones and didn't speak English. And this is me. Nothing stopped me. But I totally understand that it's important for someone to have someone to support at the beginning, to dispel doubts, to inspire and give your confidence in what you're doing. I would like to have such a person myself. So that's what I'm going to be for you. Each week, I'll be sharing a video here, and on Instagram, I'll be breaking down keyword issues. So don't forget to subscribe me. In closing, I want to say you're doing the right thing. If you made this decision, it means that at this point, it feels like the only right one for you. And if it doesn't work out, it will be an invaluable experience that you can share with others. And you're welcome to share in the comments. I'll be interested to hear about your experience with streams, what you were afraid of in the beginning, and how streams influenced your life. And for those who are just learning about this field, please ask a question about anything that excites you. What stops you from trying it? That's all for today. Wish you a wonderful day. See ya.